Busy afternoon days when time seemed to move slower than a snail climbing uphill. The kind of day when even watching paint dry might count as entertainment. I'm so bored I think my brain is melting.
In my 580 years of existence, I don't think I've ever been this bored, and I once spent a century watching a mountain grow.
Xavier suddenly sat up straight in his chair, his eyes lighting up with that special spark that usually meant either a brilliant idea or spectacular trouble was about to happen. Hey, Hoigo! You know what we've never done? A road trip!
A road trip? You mean like those adventures where humans pile into metal boxes and drive for hours while eating questionable snacks?
Xavier jumped up, already buzzing with excitement. His feet barely touched the ground as he bounced around the room. Exactly! We could visit the world's biggest ball of yarn. Or
That does sound more entertaining than counting ceiling tiles again. But how would we even...
Before Hoigo could finish his sentence, there was a flash of purple light and a peculiar humming sound outside. They rushed to the window to find a spectacular sight waiting for them. No way! Is that what I think it is?
It appears to be a magically manifested convertible, complete with extra-wide seats to accommodate, lion-sized passengers.
The car gleamed in the afternoon sun, its purple paint job shifting colors like a magical aurora. It was exactly the kind of vehicle you'd expect to see in a dream, or on a very unusual road trip. This is perfect! The universe is practically begging us to go on an adventure.
Well, who am I to argue with the universe? But I'm driving. I've seen how you handle that skateboard of yours.
As they cruised down the coastal highway, the wind whipped through Hoigo's mane and Xavier's hair, carrying away their boredom with each passing mile. This is amazing! Look at that sunset! And is that a robot hitchhiker up ahead? Sure enough, standing by the roadside was a tall, chrome-plated robot, thumb extended in the universal gesture for "Please give me a ride."
Well, this day just keeps getting more interesting. Should we stop?
Are you kidding? We have to stop. It's not every day you see a hitchhiking robot.
Greetings, fellow adventurers. I am Zorbo, and I seem to have run low on solar power while searching for the world's most perfectly calculated pizza.
The world's most perfectly calculated pizza? That sounds awesome.
And possibly delicious. Though I must ask, what makes it perfectly calculated?
Zorbo's eyes lit up literally, changing from blue to excited yellow as he launched into an explanation.
The ratio of sauce to cheese is precisely 1.6 raw. 7 The golden ratio. And each topping is...
Before they knew it, our adventurers found themselves with a new mission and a new friend. The purple convertible zoomed down the highway, now carrying a lion beast, a teenager, and a robot in search of mathematical pizza perfection. Their quest led them to a peculiar seaside diner called The Perfect Compass, where they met an unusual maitre d', a Persian cat wearing a captain's hat and monocle.
Welcome to the Perfect Compass. I am Captain Whiskers, and I must say we don't often get such a distinguished mix of patrons. A magical lion, a young adventurer, and a mathematical robot.
We seek the world's most perfectly calculated pizza. My algorithms suggest it might be found here.
Captain Whiskers twirled his impressive whiskers thoughtfully, his emerald eyes twinkling with mischief.
Ah yes, the legendary pizza. But first, you'll have to solve the riddle of the 7 seafaring spices.
7 seafaring spices? This is turning into the best non-boring day ever. What followed was the most mathematical approach to pizza making ever attempted. Zorbo's calculations filled the air with holographic numbers, while Captain Whiskers darted between spice jars with scientific precision.
According to my calculations, The oregano to basil ratio must be exactly pi divided by the square root of deliciousness.
Precisely! And don't forget the gravitational pull of the parmesan must align with the lunar phase.
Xavier and Huygo watched in amazement as the most precisely calculated pizza in history took shape before their eyes. This is literally the best pizza I've ever tasted. Who knew math could be so delicious?
In all my centuries, I've never experienced anything quite like this. Though I must admit, the company makes it even better than the golden ratio.
As they finished their perfectly calculated meal, the purple convertible outside seemed to shimmer with anticipation of more adventures to come.
You know, there's a legendary ice cream parlor 3 states over that serves sundaes based on quantum physics.
My data banks indicate that would be an optimal next destination.
So what do you say, Huygo? Ready for another adventure?
You know what? I can't remember the last time I was this not bored. Let's do it!
And so, what started as a boring afternoon turned into the beginning of an epic series of adventures. Because sometimes the best journeys start with 2 friends, a magical car, and a simple case of boredom.